Hi, I'm Lynzie Nebel and I live in Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania. I work at Cytiva and I am an upstream product quote engineer. So my current job I have been at for a month. And so what I am responsible for is for quoting any of the hardware that is involved in the upstream portion of essentially making stuff like vaccines. So there's, the hardware and there's consumables that go along with it. And the best way I was described what the process is the upstream process is like a soup vat and the downstream purifies it. And honestly, you speak food to me, I'm going to at least understand a little bit. I first became a member of SPE in September 2004 when I was just a little tiny baby student. And it was part of our extra credit for class. If you signed up, you got extra points on your quiz. And at that time, I probably needed them. My favorite SPE benefit is it's networking. It sounds so cheesy to say it, but almost every job I've moved into or every, fun event I've been to has been because I knew someone and maybe I didn't realize it would be something useful to me. And then after talking to them, oh, hey, look, you can be on this board and that will help you with, whatever. So who knew, but networking, it's the best part. So through SPE, part of why I stay an SPE member is, partially selfish. I like to be involved. I like to know what's going on. I like to be up on the latest news. I like to be able to, just have little facts and know who to talk to. I like having those little tools in my pocket. But also what I look for with being an SPE member is, I want to normalize just different types of people being involved in SPE. I want to normalize, working moms, because sometimes I'm in a room and I'm the first person who's gone on maternity leave, and that's insane because that shouldn't be the way it is. There's a lot of other moms in SPE. And, I with events, I want us to be able to go to events, and I want daycare to be there because I bet there's a lot of young parents that it would really be helpful to have someone to watch your kids while you attend the event. I know it would be for me. And that kind of stuff, I just want to see it be normal in SPE. And I think we're totally pushing in the right direction. I am currently the Vice President of Member Engagement on the executive board. I am on the Northwest Pennsylvania board. I do the social and technical events. And I am a board member on the injection molding division. And then newest one is I am on the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Board. I decided to get on the DEI Advisory Board because I think it's all about just adding new voices to the mixture. I think echo chambers stink, and I don't want to sit in a room with people who say the same thing and have been doing the same thing. I want to hear what other people have to say. I want to hear different insiders' perspectives. I want to hear outsiders' perspectives. I want to hear the person next to me's perspective, the person across the road from me's perspective. I want everyone to be involved, and I want to know what everyone thinks and, how they're approaching different things. You say it just in even simple stuff, like products designed for women. I love when I see that a woman has been involved in the design. That's just cool to me. It's important to be a volunteer with SPE because it provides you a lot of insight. Sometimes your volunteer positions don't align exactly with what your job is, your day job, but it gives you a kind of another cool set of tools that you can use and you can use them at your job. Or, you know, your day job might be useful in your volunteering, and, you know, there might be something great that can help the society grow. Or, you know, maybe your boss at your day job is saying, hey, it's really cool that, you know, you've been the treasurer for your section. Let's have you get involved in blah, blah, blah projects. You can't hurt to learn more things. And, you know, I think just being an SPE volunteer gives you way more insight into a lot of different stuff. So PlastChicks is me and Mercedes Landazuri, and it is just, it's just us getting together and interviewing people we admire, which is a really cool excuse to do anything. You know, we can talk to, you know, pretty much anyone. And if we think they'd be great on our podcast, we get to use that as a just blatant excuse to go find them and spend, you know, half an hour with them. And I think we've interviewed some really cool people, some people like directly in the industry, people industry adjacent, and, you know, men, women, just movers and shakers. And, you know, how often do you really get to go ahead and just pick whoever you want to talk to and just do it? I mean, not that often. Mercedes and I actually decided to do PlastChicks because, I mean, honestly, we just wanted an excuse to hang out together more, and this seemed like a really good one. And so we were talking about it and how it would be, and actually our first couple episodes are very different. They're more of like a history of plastic, and we kind of go from there. And we were actually, I think we originally started off doing like a specific type of plastic each episode. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. And then, you know, we sent the first couple episodes over, and the feedback was, it's good, but why don't you do something a little more interviewy? And honestly, I think, at least in my head, I didn't think we could get anyone to interview. I didn't know if they'd want to talk to us. So now just seeing that we have, you know, episodes lined up, we have people contacting us and saying, hey, you know, would you be interested in talking to us? I think that's just so awesome. We have currently 28 episodes published. 3 more are recorded, but are just waiting in the queue. And then we have 1 more that's going to be recorded. And we have a list of probably, at any given time, we probably have like 5 to 6 people kind of on our list waiting to kind of be scheduled. Just depending. You know, we've been doing it this way for a while, but once we get back into live events, our goal is to really do these things live and in person. The coolest thing I have done in my job currently, I haven't done too much. I've done a lot of training. Let's be honest, it's never that cool to be going through training. But it is cool that a lot of the stuff that I see that like my coworkers have been doing is all, you know, COVID related, and, you know, playing such a big role in pandemic resolution. You know, I'll claim credit to being part of it, but I was not. Coolest thing I've ever done in a job ever. Probably when I worked in micromolding, you know, with the bioabsorbable materials, seeing stuff that, you know, we're molding and then you implant it into a real live human. That's insane to me. I mean, I was physically part of the process, and it's still insane to me. So that's up there. My current favorite plastic product, hands down, is a pacifier. That is the most blessed piece of polypropylene and silicone in my house. I buy them by the bulk, and I use multiple pacifiers for my children every day. There's still 2 of them using them, and they are precious to me, very precious. If someone was entering the plastics industry, I think Honestly, what I would tell them is to kind of leave your preconceived notions behind. There's a lot I thought the plastics industry was about. There's a lot I'm still learning the plastics industry is about. And especially in this day and age with a lot of social media buzz about plastic, it's somewhat hard to keep an, very neutral mind as you're entering the field. Not even just plastic, manufacturing, there's a dirty connotation with manufacturing as well. And, it's so much more than that. I've been in so many shops that are cleaner than, non-manufacturing facilities. And I think that there's a lot more plastic that is solving problems and helping the environment than there are creating this negative, that's a whole nother thing, but, just leaving those notions behind is really probably step number one. My philosophy in life is probably to kind of let the bad stuff blur in your mind a little and really celebrate the wins, as small as they may be, because I think if you let the bad stuff become the focus, at least for me, it kind of takes me down real quick. And I want to be someone who celebrates the little things, and I like to. And, it just makes things more fun. Like, why not? I'm just really grateful for SPE. I've really enjoyed my time being a volunteer, getting to know a lot of these people that I still communicate with that, still are valuable both to my professional and my personal life. I, love to see new people get involved and, to just be inspired by plastic. Now that's too nerdy if I use the actual motto in my final thoughts, right? It's fine. So, that's it.